Good evening, Jai Hind. Good evening and Jai Hind. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening, Shaheen. Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening. So, last day, we have discussed some of the topics with respect to this Nobel Prize in Medicine. And now you might have seen that Nobel Prize in Physics has also been announced. And we have seen that it has been given with respect to artificial intelligence. Okay. Basically, for two things, the artificial neural networks and also this, like uh, the way machine learning works and all. So, for this, now we have seen that the Nobel Prize in Physics has been given. So that is one of the topic which we are going to discuss today about that Nobel Prize in Physics. We will also see about one of the very important topic. Like today you might have seen in the newspapers, there is just about election results and all other things. But in the middle of that, you will find that one very relevant and one very relevant topic is there, the one which is going to be crucial in the upcoming examinations from the point of mains also and even from the point of prelims examination. So that is one topic with respect to the debris removal, like PSLV C-37. It was there in the space and now ISRO has brought it down. So it is about the debris removal that we are going to discuss. We will discuss what are the space debris, and then we will also see that what is the program of ISRO with respect to it. Yeah. Yes. So I hope all of you are also doing good. I am also doing quite well. I hope all of you are doing good. Good evening to everyone. Okay, so fine. So we will discuss this. The topics are like this. We will first discuss about the India-Maldives relation. I have told you last day also that we are going to talk about India-Maldives relation. So that is one topic we are still going to discuss. Second thing is, we will discuss about the Nobel Prize in Physics with respect to artificial neural networks and machine learning. Then we will also try to understand this PSLV C-37 rocket. It has been brought down. So these three are the topics which we are going to discuss. But before we discuss it, let us also see some questions. Okay. So here this is one question. This is one question. Which of the following can be achieved through generative artificial intelligence? The question is, which of the following can be achieved through generative artificial intelligence? Turning numerical data into picture, assisting fashion designers into designing clothes, generate new drug compounds, or music composition. Okay. So which of them can be done with the help of generative artificial intelligence? So can you tell me what can be done with respect to this artificial generative intelligence? Good evening. D option. Okay. So yes, I think you all know that if we talk about generative AI, if we talk about the Gen AI or generative AI, generative AI is something, generative AI is something which can generate new things. It is something which can generate something unique or new. It is something which can generate something unique or new. Okay. So this is one which is having the capacity to generate something new or generate something unique by just giving it some instruction. So you might have seen that nowadays we are having the Gen AI or generative AI. If you give them a command that create an image of any person who is sitting in the library or who is sitting at his home and reading a particular book or reading current affairs, so they can also make you an image of that person. They can also make you an image of any such student or any such person or any such anyone. Okay. Or you can ask them to make a scenery also. They will create a scenery for you according to your specification. So they can also generate some pictures. They can generate some pictures using some data. They can also assist in designing new clothes or giving a new design. They can help in new drug compounds also, music composition also. Even you can see that they can help you to create a website, a web page, a web platform, or anything like this. All these things which can be normally done by humans, the simple calculative part or simple generating something new, that can be done by generative AI in the present times. So yes, here the answer will be D, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now see, a similar question was asked in 2020. With the present state of development, artificial intelligence can effectively do which of the following? Bring down electricity consumption in industrial units, create meaningful short stories and songs, disease diagnosis, text to speech conversion, and wireless transmission of electrical energy, and wireless transmission of electrical energy. So on the basis of this, what would be the answer? First says 1, 2, 3, and 5. Second says 1, 3, and 4. Third says 2, 4, and 5. And fifth is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again say this one part. Can effectively do which of the following? So what will be the answer in this question number 2? This is question number 2. What will be the answer? Some people are saying D option. Okay. Anyone with any different answer? D option. Okay. D. So I think all of you are sticking with option D. Or some answers, some are also giving option as option B also. A also. Okay, now I have got the variety of option. A, B, and C, and D all. Okay. So see, it was asked in 2020. It was asked in 2020, and at that time, we have not even seen Chat GPT or other option. So this is one such question which was asked way back in 2020. At that time, we didn't have that much advancement in artificial intelligence. And accordingly, this question was framed that what can be effectively done with the use of AI in that time. Now, you know that out of this, the wireless transmission of electrical energy, now it is not effectively done as of now. There are some of the options where we have seen wireless charging of mobile phones or other things which goes on. But in a large manner, this is again something which is missing as of now. Wireless transmission is something which is still lacking somewhat. And it was asked in 2020. So according to then, this fifth option cannot be true. And if you remove this, you have got only one option. That is 1, 3, and 4. Now you know that this second thing can be easily done now. Creating meaningful short stories and songs. Creating meaningful short stories and songs. So this is something which can be easily done now. But you don't have that in option. You don't have that in option. You have to choose, you have to eliminate the fifth one. You have to eliminate the fifth one. This wireless transmission of electrical energy. This is something which is not possible as of now, even with AI. Okay. It is not effectively done. The word is also saying effectively do which of the following. Okay. So this fifth option you can eliminate, and from there you can get the answer as 1, 3, and 4. That is B option. Okay. So this was one question according to 2020. Now if the same question is asked, there will be different options. Okay. Now, coming to the next question. Now I'm giving you a similar question, and I think many of you have experienced this. Many of you know about this. This is a question from 2019. The question is saying, in the context of digital technologies for entertainment, consider the following statement. In augmented reality, a simulated environment is created and the physical world is completely shut out. In virtual reality, images generated from a computer are projected onto real life object or surroundings. Third is saying, AR allows individuals to be present in the world and improves the experience using the camera of a smartphone or PC. VR closes the world and transposes an individual, providing complete immersion experience. So, what according to you will be correct in this question? It is asking about augmented reality and virtual reality. So, what's correct in this question? Think about it. Okay, I'm getting one answer as A. A is 1 and 2. Another answer is C, 1, 2, and 3. You all have seen this. You have seen there are VR glasses. If you visit any mall or if you see multiple movies also, even if you have seen like this movie which was there, Avengers or Iron Man series, there also you might have seen the use of AR, augmented reality. Augmented reality, you have the best option. You can see the movies like Avengers or Iron Man or similar movies. Okay. There we have various uses of this augmented reality. A option and C option. Okay. See, let me tell you what is augmented reality. Augmented reality means there is a reality which has been augmented. Augmented means enhanced. Augmented means enhanced. Okay. Means this reality, this experience has been enhanced. Augmented reality. Reality has been augmented or enhanced. Okay. Now, augmented here means that this experience have been improved. Improved. How this has been improved? It has been improved. Like suppose that if you have seen that Iron movie or something like that, you might have seen that when that person when Iron Man is flying, he is able to detect different detect different of the substances or different devices or different buildings, and they are able to scan it, or they are able to know what is there inside and what is not there inside. So he is not creating a different world. He is moving in the same world, and in the same world, his experience has been enhanced by the AR glasses or AR devices. So AR devices is telling him what is there, what is the quality of the substance and everything. So AR means it in the we are not going out of the world. We are there in the world and we are just getting a better experience. Like suppose you have got a AR glasses, augmented reality glasses, and you are going down the streets. If you like look at one of the shop, now your glasses are telling you that in this shop you will get gift coupons or you will get the items at sale. On the other shop you will get sweets, or on the different shop you will get new new clothes or new footwears or anything like that. So augmented reality is like just enhancing your experience of the reality. It is not sending you in a different world. You are there in the world. It is enhancing your thing. But here it is written that in augmented reality, a simulated environment is created and the physical world is completely shut out. No, it is incorrect. Whereas in virtual reality, what we see that in case of virtual reality, like you might have seen, various games are there. Various game parlors have also been established where people are going and having those VR glasses. It completely shuts you out from the world. Now you are not seeing something outside. You are now in a different zone. You might have seen in various malls, you have those pod like structures where you can sit and enjoy the view or anything. So you have just put on some VR glasses. Now in a different world. Now you are in a different world and you are like seeing things over there, or you can participate in some activities. So in that, like you have various game parlors and game stations where you go use the VR glasses, you get immersion in that virtual reality. Means a reality which doesn't exist actually. It is not real, it is virtual. Means it has been created. So that is what we call as virtual reality. So this first option here is incorrect, and second is also incorrect because it says that in virtual reality, images generated from a computer are projected on real life object or surroundings. No. In augmented reality, images generated from a computer are projected. So this is the definition of augmented reality, and this upper one is the definition of virtual reality. So first and second are incorrect. Third is saying AR allows individual to be present in the world and improve the experience. Like just I have told you, VR closes the world and transposes an individual, providing complete immersion experience. So that is fourth option. Okay. So 3 and 4. Okay. That will be the correct answer. For AR, I will give you a simple example. You might have seen that nowadays you have different options of adding filters in your mobile phones. Like if you are using Snapchat, or if you are using nowadays WhatsApp also has got features. Okay, so they are like enhancing your experience. You might have seen in Zoom calls, people are changing their background, or now even in WhatsApp they have got new filters, new backgrounds. You can change your background. In Snapchat it was already there, that you are just enhancing the experience of the people. So those filters are somewhat example of augmented reality. Okay. Acha, Instagram also has, yes, Instagram also has that. I have not used it, so I don't know. Okay. So third and fourth, that is correct. B option will be there. Okay. So these are some questions which we have discussed about technology. Okay. Now we are going to come to our topic. First, India and Maldives. You might have seen that Maldives have recently visited India. It has got a number of deals and agreements with respect to multiple things. Now, there is nothing something substantial change in the policy or something. It is just building on the agreements, or it is just trying to enhance the cooperation or enhance the quotas in multiple areas. Okay. So this is one thing. India and Maldives have again rebooted the ties. They have again rebooted the ties. The ties have been like we are now going back to the same stage as we were there a few years back. So India and Maldives, if we look at these two countries, let's see the relation. If we talk about India and Maldives, what we see that India and Maldives, if you look at them, they have ethnic, linguistic, cultural, religious, and commercial links. Okay. These countries, if we talk about India and Maldives, we have ethnic links. People from Maldives are not very much different from India. We have ethnic link from there. Okay. At the same time, linguistic similarity is also there between India and Maldives. We also have cultural linkage, religious ideologies, and commercial links, which has been there since time immemorial. Means we have been having the links with Maldives from a very long period of time. So that is one thing, that our relationship is not new. It is not a new thing. It has been there for a very long period of time. That is first part. Second part is, if we look at these two countries, India was among the first to recognize Maldives after its independence in 1965. So when Maldives got its independence, India became the first country to establish to recognize it, among the first country to recognize it as a separate nation. So that is also a remarkable thing in diplomacy, that who gives you the recognition first. For example, Afghanistan is there. In Afghanistan, you have the Taliban government, but it has not got the recognition by any other country. It has not been recognized as a government by any other country. So for any country to establish diplomatic links or to have commercial links, there is a need of its recognition. So India was among the first country to recognize Maldives as an independent state. Third thing is, there was a coup in 1988. There was an attempted coup in 1988. A coup means the military takeover. If the military is trying to take over the elected government, that is called as military coup. So Indian forces helped Maldives. Indian forces helped Maldives, and the coup was made unsuccessful. Indian forces reached there, India reached there, and you might have seen, if you see the documentary about it, if you see the history about it, it has been seen that India was like, as soon as India got the request SOS from Maldives, Indian forces reached there, and within just 1 day or 2 day, Indian forces took control of the entire area in Maldives, and then they helped in restoring the democracy in Maldives. So that is also one of the significant part, that India has helped in again restoring that like power, the democratic power in Maldives in 1988. So our history with Maldives has been quite good from the very beginning. What we can see that we have so many ties: ethnic, linguistic, commercial, cultural, religious. Second thing is, we are among the first countries to give them the recognition of a state. And then there was a 1988 military coup, and there also we have helped them. So if we look from the historical perspective, we have good relations with Maldives. Then what we see that, like, there was also this tsunami in 2004. There was also this tsunami in 2004. And you know that if there is tsunami or any such disaster, India is among the first responder. India was also affected by tsunami. But India, yes, Cactus operation was there. Operation Cactus was there. I think I have made a video also on that Cactus operation, perhaps, or shorts or something. Okay. So, like India and Maldives, if you look at this, India was the first to assist Maldives during 2004 tsunami. And at the same time, even in 2014, there was water crisis in Malé. Water crisis. So once upon a time, they were flooded with water and India helped. That was in 2004. Once upon a time, again after 10 years, in 2014, they were suffering from water crisis and India was there to help. So India has been the first responder in terms of crisis. India has been the first responder in times of crisis. Okay. So this is what we can see here, that India has helped Maldives at the time of its need. Okay. Again, if we look at these two countries, what we see that, like what India is doing for Maldives right now, what India is doing, okay. India's role or India's, if we look at this, okay. Now you might have seen that recently there has again been an agreement between India and Maldives that Indian defense forces will again go back to Maldives for training or for platform raising and all other things. So just a few months back, Indian forces or the defense forces were sent back from Maldives, and now they have been again called back to Maldives. See why it was there. You have to understand the story also. India gives training to Maldivian armed forces. Even if India, if you look at this, India is supplying them the helicopters also. India is supplying them all these vessels and everything. So when India supplies them, they have to also get the, like India is also providing them training. If you are trained, then only you can fly helicopters or fighter jets or any other thing. Okay. So India is providing training to their military also. Almost 70% of training is being provided by Indian forces. Now what they have done, a few months back, 5 to 6 months back, they have asked the Indian troops to return back. So yes, Indian troops return back. You know that Indian troops, if they have been asked to return back, they will come back. Now they were facing the challenge. The challenge is, if the Indian troops are gone, who will be training them? Who will be giving them basic training on flying the helicopters or any other thing? So they need again the Indian troops to train them for this flying helicopters or vessels or anything. So again, they are being called back in a different manner. Okay. So India is providing military personnel training, around 70% of the training. Yes, Dornier aircraft is there. So around 70% of training is being provided by Indian forces. Second thing is, like if they are having any such hospitals, colleges or technology in education, in all these things, India is helping them. Okay. So if they are having any hospitals or colleges or education facilities, India is providing them money, not in the form of loan, but in the form of grants. Okay. India is providing them grants, not loans. You know that grants are not like, we are not getting back it from Maldives. We are giving it as a grant for establishment of hospitals, colleges and all other things. The most advanced hospitals of Maldives have been built by Indian government or by grants of the Indian government. So even their hospitals and colleges, they have been built by the grants from Indian government. Third is, community outdoor gym, community outdoor gyms, even parks and all other things. So these basic amenities, they are also being provided by India. India is helping Maldives. India is helping Maldives in building all these structures also. Whether it is like for their people, for the people of Maldives, again, India is doing a lot of things, including community outdoor gyms, children park, coastal protection, street lighting, vehicle for city council, police infrastructure, sports infrastructure, all these things means the basic amenities, the basic social amenities, they are also being provided by India. That is also one thing what India is providing to Maldives. Okay. If you look at this, if we talk about the economy, then you can see that like we have become the second largest trade partner in 2022 and largest in 2023. We have become the second largest in 2022 and largest in 2023. Now, of course, in 2024, the trade between India and Maldives have been affected. But let me give you one more thing about this. That India has got a trade agreement with India has got a trade agreement. And under this trade agreement, what has been said that India will provide essential commodities regularly to Maldives. India will provide essential commodities regularly to Maldives. Essential commodities like food, water, medicine, etc. etc. And recently, these quotas have been upgraded in April 2024. Means now we are providing them more and more amount of essential commodities. So this relationship started taking turn from the month of April itself. That in the month of December and January, there was a challenge between India and Maldives. But by the time of April, things started to turn back. They have come to India. They have started negotiating again with India. And what we have seen that now the things are again becoming favorable. Things are again becoming favorable. Okay. At the same time, you can also see in tourism also India is contributing very much heavily to Maldives. If we talk about around 2.91 lakh people, they have been like India is the topmost like for Maldives, India is one of the topmost sender of the tourists also. So for them, the Indian tourists are also providing a huge impetus for the economic development of Maldives. So that is also one of the part. Even they have been provided this visa-free entry for tourism, medical and business purposes. Means those people, they can easily come to India. They have visa-free access to India for tourism also, for education also, for hospital also, and so many other things. Okay. So these are the things which India is doing for Maldives right now. We have seen the historical perspective. We have also seen that what India is doing for Maldives. Now, so I have told you that we will take it step by step. So in today's session, we will discuss these two parts, that what has been there in the history and what has been done. In the next class, that is tomorrow, we will again discuss that what is challenge between India and Maldives and why India and Maldives are significant. A few months back, I think when this issue was there in Bangladesh, I think it was in the month of September, I guess. Okay. So in the month of September, or I think August, you might have seen one thing, that when Bangladesh crisis was going on, in the YouTube session again, I have told you that there is a very famous line from C. Raja Mohan, that India must believe in the geography and the centrality of commerce. India must believe in the geography and the centrality of commerce. So you can see from Maldives portion also. Yes, I think it was there in August. Yes. So from there also you can get this idea that yes, geography and centrality of commerce is going to matter. Okay. That is one thing. Having faith in geography and centrality of commerce. That is crucial for Bangladesh also. That is crucial for Maldives also. Okay. So whatever with the region, Disha, that India is adjusting to the Maldives according to geographical, whatever with the region. But yes, we have seen that again the ties between India and Maldives have become better. Okay. So this is one part which we are seeing with respect to Maldives. In tomorrow's session, we will again see that what are the irritants. Okay. But since this is a very long topic, if we discuss this only, other topics will not be covered. So we will take it step by step. Now, coming to the second topic, second topic is about these two gentlemen. Okay. And they are Professor John Hopfield and Professor Geoffrey Hinton. He is Professor Geoffrey Hinton and he is Professor John Hopfield. So they have been given this Nobel Prize in Physics. Can you tell me why they have been given this Nobel Prize? Why they have been given this Nobel Prize in Physics? Why have been they given this Nobel Prize in Physics? Anyone? You might have seen the newspapers. Nano? Not nanoparticles. They have been given the Nobel Prize in Physics last day, I think, in contribution towards AI, artificial intelligence. Okay. What contribution is there? What contribution is there? Machine learning. Okay. Machine learning. See. So see what they have been like. They have been given this. Nobel Prize for two things. One is artificial neural networks. And second thing is machine learning. Okay. So if you look at the Nobel Prize committee, they say that for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. Okay. So we have got two people, John Hopfield and Professor Hinton. They have worked in developing this machine learning and artificial neural network, which has enabled the use of artificial intelligence in the present times. They have helped in enabling the use of AI, artificial intelligence, in the present times. So we will try to understand these terms, that what are artificial neural networks or what is machine learning. We will try to understand it one by one. Okay. First thing is, so what exactly is machine learning? What we say that, what is machine learning? Machine learning is basically a type of artificial intelligence that allows system to learn and improve without being explicitly programmed. So machine learning is a process. Machine learning is a process or a type of artificial intelligence that allows system to learn and improve without being programmed. Like suppose that, let me give an example. Suppose that you have a chat GPT right now. Okay. So you have a chat GPT right now. Next time, suppose that when you are using chat GPT, what you can do, suppose that you have a friend. Let us say you have a friend XYZ. Okay. So just pass some information to chat GPT, give some information to chat GPT about your friend. That my friend is this, he or she is working this, he or she is learning this, he knows this, he is this type of person or that type of person. You can give him any information. He looks like this, he thinks like this, he is meritorious, or he is just time passing, anything, whatever your friend is doing, you can mention it to chat GPT. Okay. Next time, suppose that this friend of your XYZ, they ask you that give me some advice what I should do, or tell me something about me, or give some you should tell something good about me or something bad about me. So next time, if you are thinking that what I should draft, will that person feel good or not, so you might have that problem in like writing something for him or her. Now what you can do, you can feed the data to chat GPT that this is my friend and I have to give him some information about this particular thing, or you have to appreciate him, or you have to scold him, or do anything. Okay. So in that case, you can ask ChatGPT, you can give it a command that write a letters or write a simply 4 or 5 lines appreciating the qualities of XYZ. So now ChatGPT will recognize from that information, it will make some amendment, sorry, it will make some like lines for you that you can give to that person. You can give to that person. Or suppose that you are working on some project, you can keep on adding the information to ChatGPT, and then at the end you can ask till what stage I have reached, what are the different things I have analyzed till now, or what things I have read till now. So all these data can be fed to ChatGPT, and you can ask questions about your past or your history or your diary or anything from it. So it is learning, it is improving, and it will respond accordingly. So it has not been programmed for this, that you have to work for this person, but it is continuously learning and improving day by day. It is continuously learning and improving day by day, and each time it will try to get better and better, like the human mind. Okay. It is every time it is trying to get better and better, like the human mind. Suppose today I told you about India and Maldives. Now I hope that you will be able to retain at least 10% of it. Suppose I have told you about India and Maldives today, so you will be able to retain at least 10% of it. I hope so that you are retaining 10%. So even if you are retaining 10%, next time when someone is asking you about India and Maldives, you might be able to collect that information from your mind and respond accordingly. With time, with passing of time, you are getting some information, you are getting the comprehensiveness of thoughts, and accordingly, when you are answering something, you will take all these factors in mind and then you will answer. Okay. So this is one thing what even the AI is trying to do, and this process of doing so is what we call as machine learning. Okay. This process is what we call as machine learning. When machine is trying to learn something, it is trying to understand, process that thing. That is what we call as machine learning. Okay. So this is one part, what is machine learning. Second thing is that then what is this artificial neural network? What exactly is this artificial neural network? See, when we talk about this, it is a computational model. Now, this is a thing which is there. That was process. Machine learning was a process. Machine learning is enabled via artificial neural networks. Like we have neurons in our mind. We have neurons in our brain. These neurons help us to store some information. These neurons help us to process the information, think about something. So that neural network which is there in our brain, same neural network is there in artificial neural networks. Machine learning is the process, like our brain analyzes something, our brain intelligence, that has a copy like machine learning. And our neuron cells, the functions which they are performing, same thing is done by this artificial neural network. Okay. So this is basically a computational model that uses a network of interconnected nodes to mimic the human brain's neurons. Okay. So it is exactly like our neurons. Our neurons are storing the information, they are processing the information. They are the one which are truly responsible for our intelligence. The same thing is being done by artificial neural networks. They are different nodes. And they are connected with each other. Like input layer is there, output layer is there. There will be multiple hidden layers which will be processing the informations. So these are neural networks which are connected with each other. They are mimicking the neurons of our brain. They are acting like the neuron cells of our brain, storing and processing and analyzing the information. That is being done. And with the help of this ANN, artificial neural networks, machine learning takes place. So artificial neural networks is a structure and it helps in the process of machine learning. And due to this artificial neural networks and machine learning, we have got now the entire AI system which we are using from the top of it. We are not seeing that what they have done in the past. They have done this in the past. They have created the artificial neural networks. They have started the process of machine learning. And from there, this entire revolution of AI is there. Artificial intelligence is there. Okay. So see, it is basically a type of process called as deep learning that helps computer learn from their mistakes and improve over time. Okay. So this ANNR are enabling the machine learning. The artificial neural networks, they are collecting, processing, analyzing the data. They are helping things to improve, and it leads to machine learning. It leads to this machine learning. Okay. This is what we call as artificial neural networks and machine learning. On the basis of this, we have got now AI systems. So I hope these two things are clear. What is AI, ANN and this ANN and this machine learning? I hope it is clear. So Professor Hinton, he is basically like responsible for like having this cognitive task and all other things. So he is mainly responsible for this, what you can say, machine learning. He is mainly responsible for machine learning, and Professor Hinton, he is responsible for the artificial neural network. Yeah. Yeah. So these two gentlemen are there. They are responsible for developing this machine learning or developing the foundation of machine learning and artificial neural networks. That's why they have been given the Nobel Prize in Physics. Yeah. Now, coming to the third topic. The topic is PSLV C3C rocket, PSLV C37 rocket. It has been brought back in the Earth atmosphere. And you know that if something is brought back into the Earth's atmosphere, it will burn and it will go away. So we have brought back the PSLV C37 rocket from the space. Why we have brought it back? What was the reason? Why we have brought it back? It's whenever we are launching a rocket, what we see that it has got different stages. So they have this duty to take this satellites into the space. And while they are taking the satellites into the space, the satellites will start orbiting the Earth. But these rocket engines, they will be left into the space. They will also start orbiting the Earth. They are also there in the Earth's orbit. They do not have any such work. Now, some of them are used also. They are used as a platform for conducting some experiments, like POEM platform is there. But generally what we see that many of these rocket engines and their portions, they have no such use. So what we see that they are a waste material, or they are something which we call as debris. They are called as space debris. These rocket materials, they become space debris. So now what we have done, we have tried to bring it back to the surface of Earth. We have started to bring it back to the surface of Earth. No, it's not because we want to make it reusable. See, understand one thing. If we bring it back into the atmosphere, it will burn. If we are bringing it back into the atmosphere, PSLV C37, it will burn. They are different type of launch vehicles. They are called as reusable launch vehicle. That is entirely different. This PSLV is not reusable. It is something which will burn if it is brought back into the atmosphere. So we are not going to reuse it. We are just clearing the debris. Okay. So that is one thing why we have pulled it back. We are just trying to reduce the debris from the space. That is the main ambit here. Okay. Now see, understand one thing. If we talk about PSLV, you know that this is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle or Polar Synchronous Launch Vehicle. This Polar Synchronous Launch Vehicle, PSLV, it has been called as the You can say that the ever ready, or you can say that it has been called as the powerhouse of the ISRO. It has been one of the most successful. If you look at this, it has got a success rate of 95 to 97%. It has got a success rate of 95 to 97%. If you look at this, it has got 4 stages: solid, liquid, solid, liquid. It has got 4 stages: 2 solid engines and 2 liquid engines. It has got 4 different stages: solid, liquid, solid, liquid. The liquid engine is also called as Vikas engine. The liquid engine is also called as Vikas engine. Okay. Vikas engine. Now, what is the capacity? What is the capacity of these satellites? What we see that they can take this if they have to take something to sun synchronous orbit, they can take payload up to 1750 kg. 1750 kg to sun synchronous polar orbit. To sun synchronous polar orbit, that is 1750 kg in the polar orbit. That is what they can take. If they have to transfer it to GTO, GTO is geo transfer orbit. GTO is geo transfer orbit. What is geo transfer orbit? Let me give you a hint here. Let's suppose that this is our Earth, okay, and we have to place a satellite over here at this point. In this orbit, we have to place a satellite. Okay. We have to place it here at this point. Now, if we look at this, let us say this is having a distance of 36,000 kilometer. Okay. So let us say this is geosynchronous orbit. This is geosynchronous orbit or geostationary orbit. Let us say that this is geosynchronous orbit. It is at a distance of 36,000 kilometer. Now our PSLV is not that much powerful. Our PSLV is not that much powerful, or normally we are not wasting that much of fuel for sending a spacecraft directly to 36,000. So what we do, we send the satellite, like suppose that we have got a satellite. So what we do, we place it in one orbit. We place it in one orbit. This starts to revolve here. Okay. Then gradually when it reaches here, it is given some extra power so that it can start forming this layer. Sorry. So that it can start forming another layer. Now it has reached here. We give it more energy. It starts making more circle. Then again, it starts making more circle, and gradually it will reach to this point. So these different orbits which are there, they are called as geo transfer orbits. Okay. It is the final orbit. It is our final orbit. It is our geosynchronous orbit. But these orbits which are there, they are called as geo transfer. They are called as geo transfer orbits. Okay. So we are regularly changing the energy level of the satellites, and they go in a spiral manner so that they reach to that portion. So our rockets are carrying the satellites to this orbit. So PSLV is carrying the satellites to this point. And then after, satellites have got some propulsion engine also attached with them. Okay. No, they have got some propulsion engine. Pooja, what happens that they get some extra propulsion engine which helps in increasing their power. And they gradually increase the power, and orbit becomes bigger and bigger. Okay. So they get some propulsion engine there attached with satellite which helps in moving them. It gives one initial boost, and then satellite moves in this entire orbit. Okay. So once they are put in orbit, they will continue on revolving. They don't need any extra energy. But to change their orbit, we provide them some extra impetus. A rocket engine pushes them, or a propulsion engine pushes them a little bit beyond, and then they again start making an orbit. So in this manner, they reach to the geo transfer orbit by just using energy a few more times. Means rocket will be boosted here only, here, then here, and then it reaches to the position. So this transfer orbits are there. They are called a geo transfer orbit. So our PSLV is using this geo transfer orbit in order to send the geostationary satellites or satellites to geostationary orbits. Okay. So that is one thing about PSLV. Now the thing is, why we are bringing it down? Why it is bringing it down? It is because of space debris. We are bringing it down because of space debris. So how does the space debris look like? Just see this image. If you look at this image, I think dots will be visible to you. If it is not visible here, look at this image. This entire thing which you are seeing here, this entire dust which you are seeing here, the small particles which you are seeing here, they are our debris. They are our debris floating in orbits across the or around the earth. They are floating in orbits around the earth, and whenever we are launching some satellites, whenever we are sending some rocket missions or anything, there is a continuous threat of collision. There is a continuous threat of collision. There are approximately 23,000 pieces of debris, which is larger than a softball orbiting the earth. The softballs which we generally use. Okay. The softball which we generally use. No, this is not like this is a this is what we are trying to show. If you look at this one, this is what is actually seen. This is what is in that the debris are looking like this one. The debris are looking like this one. So just see the numbers over here. 23,000 pieces of softballs which is orbiting the Earth's orbit. Okay. Then 500,000 means 5 lakh pieces of debris. 5 lakh pieces of debris which are larger than 0.4 inch or 1 centimeter or larger, they are also there. Then we have around 100 million means 10 crore. We have got 100 million particles of very small size which is continuously orbiting. So if it looks like this, it is actually true also. Okay. This is how our orbits are actually looking right now. Okay. So it is like a revolving thing. I don't have the revolving picture here right now, but it continuously moves on. Okay. It continuously moves on. Like this image is there in PDF, so it is not circulating or moving, but it is continuously moving in this area. It is in continuous motion. Okay. So this is one thing which we see that space debris are there. Now various space agencies including India, US, European Space Agency, Japanese space agencies and all others, they are trying to reduce this space debris. And in order to do that, we have got this one program which has been called as IS4OM. Okay. ISRO system for safe and sustainable space operation management. Okay. ISRO's system for safe and sustainable space operation management. Okay. So we have got this IS4OM. IS4OM in ISRO's system for safe and sustainable operations of operation management. So what we are trying to do here, we are trying to detect the different debris in our atmosphere, in our earth, okay, around the earth, in that space around the earth, we are trying to detect the debris. Okay. So we are observing and monitoring the space objects and space environment. We are also processing the observation for orbit determination, orbit characterization and cataloging. Means what will be the orbit of different spacecrafts or different satellites and all other thing. That is also role of it. Yeah. Again, analysis of space environment evolution, risk assessment, data exchange and collaboration. So overall, it is all about, from name itself it is clear, safe and sustainable space operation and management. So this is what we are trying to do in the IS4 ohm. We are trying to reduce the debris from our end, and we are also appealing to the other countries of the world that you should also do the same thing. Okay. So for this, we have got a mission also. We have got a mission also, intent for debris free space mission. We have got a debris free space mission aim for by 2030, that we have to reduce the debris from the space. That is a mission of ISRO. And ISRO has appealed to other countries also that you should be working on reducing the debris from the space. Okay. In this process, also use of semi-cryogenic engine. Semi-cryogenic engine can also be used. They are being developed. Right now, cryogenic engine is being used, or right now we have the use of PSLV. So PSLV and GSLV both are used, and in both we have the same process. It is not that we are taking the satellites directly to the geostationary orbit. We are putting it in geotransfer orbit, and from there it goes. Is that clear? This process, see, there is one thing. If it has been brought back into the atmosphere, it will burn. It will cause some amount of pollution. That is right. Yeah. That is true that if it is entering into the atmosphere, it will create some dust particles, some challenge. But the thing is, they have been created in the space by us only. And right now, if we want to clean the space for our future missions, we will have to sacrifice at some place. So that is sacrifice which we are doing. The wooden satellite planning made by JAXA. Abhishant, I'm not sure about it, but if they're planning, that's good. It will degrade, but then also you have to bring it back. Okay. GSLV is 3 step. Yes, three like engines are there: solid, liquid, and cryogenic. So they have got 3 stages: solid, liquid, and cryogenic. Why we are reducing debris? If we don't reduce the debris, if our spacecrafts are going into the space, they have a huge risk of collision with these debris. These debris, they are flying at a speed of 17,500 miles per hour. Even if they strike one single satellite or any such spacecraft, that will be destroyed. Think about it, a bullet traveling at a speed of 17,500 miles per hour. That is going to be disastrous. Satellite is controlled also, and satellite is controlled by the ground stations. Some of them, army officers. Who are the army officers in this? Okay, okay, sorry, Harshit, I forgot it. But yes, thank you for reminding me. I will note it down. For tomorrow, I will tell you. Okay. Satellite is something which is controlled by the ground stations also. Some of them are operating on their own as well. Okay. But yes, until unless they are not connected by a ground station, there is no utility. They are being guided by the ground stations. Their position, their orbit is continuously being monitored, changed also. Like this IS4 ohm system, it is also responsible for changing the path of orbit from time to time. Because suppose a debris is coming towards a satellite, it has to be protected. For that, some change in its path can also be done. Is that clear, Pooja? For Harshit, I forgot to search about them, but yes, in tomorrow's session, I will definitely tell you. I will note it down just now after the class, so that by tomorrow I can tell you. Fine? Okay, so thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow. Again, we will discuss some aspects of Maldives. We will also discuss some aspects of Maldives, and then we will discuss the other topics. Do read about one thing. Like there is one thing called as a very small range satellite. Sorry, a very small range vehicle has been launched by ISRO. It was there in the news last week but we have not been able to cover it so far. So there is a very small type launch vehicle. V-Shots, I think. V-Shot is there. So do read about it, and we will try to see some questions also on the basis of it. No, not SSLV. I think V-Shots or some name is there. Okay. So read about that topic. Read about that topic, and then we will discuss it. Shubh Durga Puja to all of you. Happy Durga Puja. Shubh Durga Puja to all of you. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you.